morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. So I really want to talk about something that me and one of my good friends, we were talking about yesterday. Sorry, I'm getting ready for a cycling class, but she's been manifesting a whole new self-concept. And I think that anyone that is manifesting more friends, a specific person, just an overall change in their social life, this video will definitely benefit, because I'm telling you, it benefited me too when I started thinking about the things that I sometimes hold on to as well. So this one friend, she really has been manifesting better relationships with the people that she's always known, but she's finding she wants to redo her whole self concept and be that person that has been bright, funny, charismatic, magnetic, all those things when we want to be the best version of ourselves. And there was something that she was feeling that still felt fake to her, that she said. And as we were talking, she really talked about how much she wanted everyone to see her differently, because when it came down to it, there were some things that she did, that she felt that she did, that she still was holding on to. So I asked her, well, who are you doing all of these things for, this manifestation, to see yourself in a different light? Is it because you want other people or those people from the past to accept you because of a mistake that you've made? Or are you doing it because this is who you truly desire to be for yourself and how you want to see yourself? So she was really thinking about it, and she was like, I just want to be different. And it's not so much of the wanting to be different, because we all want to work on things for ourselves and whatnot. But when I really thought about it, I too have done that before, where my manifestations wasn't coming in, or my specific person like didn't see me any better or any different, or the friends I really wanted to be friends with, they never saw me a certain way. And it was because I was still holding on to that version of myself that I felt that I had to overcome, or to be better, and want those people to see me in a different way, because I felt shame or guilt about whatever happened or transpired in that version of myself. And so that's the sneakiest way that shame and guilt kind of creeps up on us, because we go into it holding versions of ourselves that we no longer identify with. We're saying that we're the new versions of ourselves, but meanwhile, we're still fighting for that old person's limitations. Like, we want to overcome those. We want to prove to someone else that we're different, or that we've always been this amazing person. And then it becomes more about the manifestation instead of the embodiment of who you're being. And so when we really sat and we broke that down, she really got a different perspective of, hey, it's not about the other people. It's about the guilt and the shame that I'm feeling, or I was feeling, about the breakup or the friendship breakups or whatever you may have done in the past. And to see yourself completely different, it really is about dropping that old version of yourself completely, not necessarily saying like that version of yourself was a bad version, but it's a version that you no longer choose. But when we are trying to change that version of ourselves, we're still saying that this is who we are. So no matter what we do, whatever technique or however we want other people to see us differently, we're still confirming that we're still that old identity. And so the people are still not showing her what she's wanting to see, the specific person, those friends. Like, they're not giving her any energetic space, or any energetic like wanting to talk to her, or hanging out with her, or anything like that, because she still is coming from the version of herself that feels that she has to prove something, even though she has made strides to be different or to show up differently. It's still not going to register, because you in your mind are still assuming that you're that person, and you're assuming that other people also are still those same versions of themselves. So remember, you guys, when I said that when you decide to become different, you also have to allow other people, the people that you want to be friends with, the specific people, you have to allow them to be different, to show up differently too. So you can no longer hold them to that version of themselves when you guys got into the argument or the breakup, whatever it is. you can no longer hold them in that same vibration too, because then you'll still be confirming that you are in that space. And so it's really about leaving that whole version, that whole storyline alone completely, taking your full attention off of it and really embodying the person that you want to be just because that's what you choose to experience, not because you have something to prove, because you're still tying yourself into that old version. And when I really sat down to think about it, I was like, I too have done that before. And that was something that kept me in a cycle of never feeling like I was that version of myself. Although I had physically changed on the outside, I was not getting the different responses because I still felt like I had to prove something, or that old version of myself felt like they had to prove something. So I was unknowingly still choosing that old state. And again, you guys, guilt and shame does nothing for you. It does nothing for you when it comes to being a different version of yourself. Because remember, when you choose to embody that new version of yourself, this version never had the same problems as that previous version of yourself. It has a whole different storyline. So you have to allow yourself to be perceived differently, but you have to allow yourself to perceive everything in this reality different as far as it goes when you are embodying that new persona. So it really just made us sit there and think that the guilt and shame that we hold on to, it's like in the little sneakiest ways keeps us tied into old versions of ourselves, because we think that there's something to prove or something to overcome, or we make mistakes and we don't allow ourselves to say, hey, we're humans, we make mistakes. So it's really about allowing everything to exist. Remember that reality has a right to exist, and it's not that you need to change that version of yourself. You leave that version alone and then you embody the new one. So I'm excited to see her this coming up weekend, and we're going to talk about it again. But I thought that that was something because I noticed in my Discord, there's some people that want to manifest their friends back. And also, too, just people want to have an overall better self concept. Like we really do. We want to look at ourselves different. We want other people to see us differently. That's just what it is. And so, yeah, you guys, if there's anything that you need to know, it's in the description box below as far as coaching sessions, email, and phone. And I'll tag it down in the description box below. But remember, imagination is always on your side, and I am too. Bye.